The second example, Magnus Carlsen is white again, and this is a typical position for the Sicilian dragon variation. This is the dragon bishop, and opposite castlings, white is castles queenside and black kings on the king side, and usually you see a race in this position between attacks, pawn storms on the king and queen side, but it's quite typical what Carlsen played in this position, typical for his style. In this position he did not go, say, h4 or something like that, but he played knight to e2, and this is really a typical Carlsen move. He offers the trade of queens. He likes to play without queens, and the endgame is one of his many strengths, maybe the greatest strength Magnus has compared to other elite players. Knight e2, he's 13 at the time this game is played. 13-year-old player offers the trade of queens in a sharp position. Wow. Knight e2. Okay, black could have captured, could have traded queens, but instead went for queen a4. And now play continued with g5, knight h5. Now trade of bishops. Usually an achievement for white in this type of position. The dragon bishop gone. Knight g7, knight d4, b5. And now, try to guess Magnus' next move. What did white play in this position? See commentary above. What do you think Magnus played here? Yep, queen b4 again. White offers the trade of queens, and it's a good move. I think it's just a good move, because here, if black trades queens, the endgame is already clearly slightly better for white, I would say. Queen b4 is a good move. So here, another typical Magnus move. Queen b4, again offering the trade of queens, and, well, in the game, black's queen retreated to a6. After queen takes, a takes b4. Well, this endgame is very unpleasant for black. This structure, this construction on the queen side, with the a7 pawn and the b5 pawn. This is, well, very unpleasant to play, I think, for black. So yeah, I can understand that he refused to trade queens in this position. Also because this queen on a4 is not actually well placed. Black can hope to gain tempi, attacking it while removing a queen again and play a5 and things like that. So queen a6. Now Magnus took on e6. Knight takes e6, h4, queen b6, as I said. Now came h5, trying to pry open the h-file. Queen f2, Magnus played bishop d3. Now knight takes g5, pawn takes g6, pawn takes g6, and here we are. Next move by white, for you to guess. What do you think Magnus played in this position? In this time I can tell he did not offer the trade of queens, but did something else for his own queen on b4. So what do you think white played in this position? Yeah, that's the one. e5. e5 activates white's queen via the fourth rank, and there are now threats like queen f4, queen g4, sometimes queen h4. e5 is a very strong move in this position. So here Magnus played a very strong move, e5, which not only opens the fourth rank for his queen, but also activates the bishop on d3. Sometimes sacrifices on g6 are possible. e5, what did black do? He took on f3 with a knight. If, for example, queen takes f3, then queen h4 wins on the spot. And if black here would take on e5, white can also take on e7 and then hit this knight, and then there are threats like queen f6, followed by rook h8, also queen e5. This is also lost. What else is there? Black played, well, knight f3 in the game. Okay, knight f3, this is what he did. Now Magnus took on d6, black recaptured, and here white can also take on d6, but I like what Magnus did even more. He played queen to f4, which, well, it pins the knight on f3 and threatens to go to h6, with checkmate to follow on h8. Black went b4 here, but we see that, I mean, it's obvious that white is winning here, because he has open lines on the king side against black's king, and black on the queen side. Well, white's king is absolutely safe on b1. B file is blocked, C file is nothing for black. So it's clear that white is winning here. Queen f4, now b4. It's just too late for black. Magnus played queen h6. I won't ask you why he did not play queen f6 in this position. I think you can work this out easily. This is not a good move for white. It would be with a king on a1, but not in this position. So this is why Magnus played queen h6. Black went queen d4, hoping to fianchetto the queen. Sometimes the black queen can replace this protection bishop, the dragon bishop on g7. But of course, well, what's white's next move in this position? How did Magnus continue here? Of course, this was one of the benefits of this pawn move e4, e5. White's bishop is activated, and well, it's not even a sacrifice. Bishop takes g6 because it attacks black's queen on d4. After bishop takes g6, black can practically resign. The game is over. So here in this position, bishop g6, Magnus' move, attacking the black queen and taking away another protection pawn of the black king on g8. The black queen went back to g7, and now Magnus just played bishop h7 check. Bishop f7 is the computer move. I don't know why, but bishop h7 check is much more natural to my mind. King h8, queen takes d6, b takes a3, and queen takes a3, and here black might well have resigned. His position is absolutely hopeless. Material is balanced, I notice now, by the way, but just compare the two kings. The king on h8 and white's king here on b1. We have a safe king and a sorry king, the sorry king on h8. And remarkable in this game, I found that Magnus twice offered the trade of queens in this position, knight e2, and then again in this position, queen b4. And then, after black refused this trade of queens, white's queen became very active. Knight takes, and now just look, pawn takes, e5 is the key move of white's attack. And now white's queen goes from b4 to f4, then to h6, to d6, and then finally to a3 to protect this mate on b2. Okay.